Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the e-commerce chat with me, Mwangala Sipumo, communications and PR for the eAfrica Expo Limited. So on the e-commerce chat, we get to host different stakeholders that are doing e-commerce businesses or that have e-commerce platforms for their businesses. So we're having different people leading to the awards, the conference, and the expo, which are scheduled for October 16th, 2021. I hope we are excited and we are all counting down. So with me today, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Twambo Jula, who is the CEO of Just Fresh Food Group of Companies or Just Fresh Food Farms. Good afternoon, Mr. Jula, and welcome.
Good afternoon, madam, and good afternoon to the viewers out there. Thank you so much for the opportunity to feature on your program. I'm humbled.
It's a pleasure to have you here. We're excited and knowing that we are discussing food and agriculture. I think just from the name, we can tell that it's just fresh. So you are sure that if you buy anything from this group of companies, from these farms, it's gonna be fresh. So thank you so much for do this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Mr. Jula, kindly tell us about your business. We've heard from the name Just Fresh Food, which spells out, I think, a bit of information, but would like to hear from you in details. Kindly tell us about Just Fresh Food and what you people do.
Thank you so much. In brief, Just Fresh Group Limited is a company incorporated under the Companies Act with the sole purpose basically of engaging in business activities that have to do with the agricultural value chain. And so when you talk about Just Fresh Group, ours actually starts from the activities or business activities before one engages in farming activities up to the time when somebody has engaged into the farming activities or those activities which we call the post-harvest activities. Okay, so we are an agribusiness value chain company. So what we deal in currently activities, for instance, the pre-farming activities include the supply of agricultural inputs to the farmers. So under the Just Fresh Group Limited, we have an aspect of the supply of agro inputs to the various farmers, those that are specifically based in Lusaka province. So you have farmers from Chongwe, farmers from Kafue and Lusaka district. All those farmers actually have the ability or the opportunity to be able to purchase farm produce on our e-commerce platform as well as the physical agrovet that we have here in Livala South. Okay, so we also engage in farming activities specifically. So we are mostly horticultural farmers. We grow tomatoes, we grow cabbages. We also do poultry farming. We also engage into, village chicken farming and so on and so forth. For us, basically what we do is we, study the agricultural value chain, and where there are opportunities for us, it's an opportunity to engage into a business activity. Okay, so we also engage in aggregation services for both the meat products as well as the fruits and veggies products. Okay, so like here at our Livala facility, which we have a facility where we aggregate the meat products. We have the refrigeration facilities where we're able to store quite a large number of meat products and then be able to sell them to other business entities or consumers out there. We have both the business consumers as well as the end user consumers that we deal with. Okay, then we also have an aspect of training. The aspect of training is an aspect where we engage with those people that want to start farming activities. We take them through various trainings, talk about financial management, we talk about basic entrepreneurial skills that they're supposed to have. You talk about issues to do with, how to grow horticultural crops, and, how to grow, or rather how to rear, chickens and all those activities. So we have quite a number of business activities along the value chain. Okay, so, and ours basically is to ensure that, every person that is in the agricultural value chain derives value from what it is that they are doing. Okay, we also have got the aspect of marketing, where we help small scale farmers to, market their farm produce. For those ones that are not able to market their farm produce, we actually help them to do just that, so that we also not just help ourselves, but we also, increase the visibility of other players in the agricultural sector here in Zambia, because ultimately we believe that if the agricultural sector, grows in Zambia, ultimately it's going to contribute to the growth of the Zambian economy.
Exactly, precise. Well explained and well put together, I must commend. And it really is a value chain, because you've talked about how broad your business is, and
Exactly.
you are bringing into the agriculture sector. So talking about, talking about the pre-services that you offer, pre-harvest services that you offer. So that also includes consultancy as well.
Exactly. We have the veterinary, experts that, people can actually engage with to be able to talk about the challenges that they're facing in terms of, animal health and all those things. Then we also have got agricultural agronomists, so to speak, those that can help in terms of crop nutrition and health.
Oh, nice, interesting. So I think you agree with me that prior to now, we've seen people engaging in e-commerce, but very few that are engaged in agriculture and e-commerce. So why e-commerce? I think agriculture, for most people, they're limited to brick and mortar. People walking into a store, to buy their different farming inputs, so for them to, seek information or consultancy about their animals and what's happening to the livestock. So why e-commerce or just fresh food?
Okay, thank you so much. Initially, when we started this business, it was basically business as usual. Okay. We bought a farm in Chongwe, and then, we do the normal. You go to grow crops, and then, when they're ready, you take to the market and be able to sell. That was good. I mean, that was not very bad. It was good. But then for us, we thought of another way in which we can be able to, engage the customers out there, so that we make it convenient and easy for them to be able to purchase and actually have access to these nutritious and fresh foods that we grow. And so, not basically the produce that we grow, also, or what we've done is we've also engaged other farmers, to work with us to ensure that where we are lacking, other farmers are able to come in and, be able to deliver these products. So on the aspect of why e-commerce, for us, the reason we went for e-commerce is, we read the trends out there. Society is changing. The world is changing slowly by slowly. And then we are living in an information age, basically meaning that you cannot do away with ICT. So I actually, encourage and talk to most businesses that they need, in their planning, they need to consider, e-commerce as one of the ways in which they need to futuristically conduct their business, because society is changing. Currently, right now, if you want to buy a motor vehicle in Japan, here in Zambia, you need to use a website. You cannot, go there physically, unless you've got money to do that. But then e-commerce makes life so convenient. You're able to buy farm produce for your family whilst you're at work there, and the products would be delivered directly to your family. For us, we've even had, customers that have purchased their farm produce from as far as the USA, from Denmark. We have customers from Sweden that buy for their families here in Zambia. So you see, those families in Sweden are not able to come physically and buy their farm produce here in Zambia, but they're able to use the e-commerce platform that we've created to be able to, buy some of these things for their families here in Zambia. So you talk about convenience when you talk about e-commerce. You talk about, saving time and saving money, because you will not have to spend a lot of money, to move around and search around, when you can actually just do it basically on the website and be able to buy for your family.
Interesting. Thank you so much. And I think this is also, I think, why we as the Africa Expo Limited are now here to supplement and complement the efforts of businesses that are utilizing the technological tools out there.
Yeah, you're doing a tremendous job, actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we appreciate your effort and your input. So ladies and gentlemen, I think this is getting more exciting. It's nice to see people that are, making advancements with technology and improving their businesses as well. This is why we exist as the Zambia E-Commerce Expo Conference and Awards, and it's exciting. We're looking forward to the awards where we get to appreciate these people publicly for such kind of innovation. So leading to the awards, please do not forget to download the Mingotainment app, where you can now vote for such businesses, such stakeholders that are doing such tremendous jobs. So go ahead, download the Mingotainment app. You get to see the e-commerce banner, click on it, vote, and then at the end you also have an opportunity to take part in the scavenger hunt, where you can walk away with 1,000 kwacha for mahala. So 5 minutes, because of the convenience of the internet and technology, 5 minutes, you're on Google Play, download Mingotainment, get to vote, participate in the scavenger hunt, and if you answer correctly, of course, you're gonna be one of the lucky winners. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, merchandise, and tickets we've done in the previous week. So just be on the lookout, stay engaged. We continue with the e-commerce chat. I have with me Trambo Jula, who is the CEO of Just Fresh Food Group. So ladies and gentlemen, we're discussing agriculture. Why agriculture and e-commerce? How do they come to play together? Mr. Jula, kindly advise, in your own opinion, really, what is the state of e-commerce in Zambia currently, generally, away from agriculture, but generally, how has been the response of all the players that are involved in e-commerce?
Okay, well, I like that question, though I don't have valid statistics to prove what I'm going to say. Yeah, but in my own opinion,
exactly.
Yes, in my own opinion, I think the e-commerce industry, or is it the subsector, is still in its infancy stage. Okay, and for me, that is not a bad thing. For me, that is a very good thing, because it means that we are actually heading somewhere. Okay. Currently, like for instance, some like on our side, some of the things that we've been able to encounter as challenges, in trading on our e-commerce platform, has been the negativity by the customers. Okay, most of the Zambian consumers are not willing, or rather flexible, to be able to use their debit cards and to be able to purchase products online. Why? Because of probably the stories that they've heard, the perception that they have at the moment. They will tell you things like, what about if my money disappears from my account? Issues of fraud and all those things. For me, I understand. And I know that it's a matter of time, because, society every day is changing. I know that even Zambia at some point will be able to reach a level where they'll be able to trust most of these e-commerce platforms, and it will be a very, very good time. I look forward to that. But then it takes time. Rome was not built in one day. I know with time and consistent marketing and engaging the consumers like you've been doing, it's going to be very, 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 very practicable to be able now for customers to trust the e-commerce platforms that are there in Zambia, because that is where we're heading to.
So thank you so much. So it's basically consumers having trust issues, I think, with stories that they have heard, some that they have experienced about the different fraudsters that are on the internet. How about
Yeah, exactly. Because most of on our side, as you know, traders, I think the developers are doing a very good job in creating these apps, in creating these e-commerce websites. Like on our side, I think we've not had any complaints to say, you know, the transaction has failed, money has been lost during the transaction. We've not had that hassle. I mean, that problem. But the only issue that I've seen, in my own opinion, is the negativity aspect on the part of the customers that buy. But for me, I understand that because it's you know, change takes time. It doesn't happen there and then. It's a gradual process. I know that the Zambian market or the Zambian consumer will one day be able to, you know, accept you know, engaging or buying products on the e-commerce without any issues of trust. You know, like those people that, or customers that we've had that are from the Western world. For them, they, you know, they will not even ask any questions, and you know, all those things. They'll just, you just say transaction has happened. You see, for them, it's normal on that side of the world. But I know, and I'm very sure that with you know, our nation where it is right now, it will also not be an issue futuristically.
exactly? No, we are getting there. Baby steps make daddy happy. Someone said that. It's baby steps
Exactly.
eventually. You know, I think with different players in the
Mm.
e-commerce sector, people get comfortable
Mm.
utilizing the e-commerce platforms. Moving forward, where do you see e-commerce tech innovations in Zambia? Let's say, let's give it a time frame of 5 years. You know, how will e-commerce tech innovations be doing in 5 years' time in Zambia?
Repeat your question. I didn't get it very clearly.
Okay, where do you see e-commerce tech innovations in Zambia? Let's give it a time frame of 5 years from now. You know, how well do you think the innovations and the trends would have improved in that space?
Yeah, so like I said, it's a e-commerce progression in Zambia is a gradual process, and for me, I'm very happy with that. That it's a process. It's, you know, change is taking place. Whether it's happening at a very small rate. For me, the most important thing is that change is happening.
Exactly.
Okay, so I may not be very precise in terms of, you know, 5 years from now, this is what I expect to see and all those things, but I'm very, very confident and very sure that since, you know, we are moving at a very, very gradual process, come 5 years from now, we will not be where we are at the moment. Okay, I've seen large stores now, you know, in Zambia, like, is it Radian now? You're able to buy equipment from Radian. So rather than going to Radian, you know, going into town and be able to queue up, you're able to buy an electrical appliance online. Okay, so it's a process, and I'm looking forward to a time when even these other big companies will also, you know, integrate e-commerce into their systems to allow people to be able to purchase most of the products online. Look at where we are now. There's a coronavirus, okay, and when the coronavirus, you know, started, was declared a pandemic here in Zambia last year, we saw how, you know, there was serious changes in the way business were conducting their business. Okay, it was not business as usual. And for me, it's also a wake-up call because it may not be coronavirus, but it may be other you know, challenges that businesses may encounter futuristically. As such, it's very, very important to embrace technology like these aspects of e-commerce, because e-commerce gives you, you know, a leverage to be able to do both. If you want to do it physically, you can be able to do it physically, but you can also be able to do it using internet-based solutions that are currently there. So one thing I'm sure about is that 5 years from now, we will not be where we are. We would have obviously made great strides in terms of e-commerce in Zambia. And for me, I'm one person that is and business in the agricultural sector.
Interesting. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Jula, kindly share your experience as a consumer, because you've shared your experience as a service provider, that you've not had any challenges in e-commerce so far. As a consumer, you buying from other businesses, how has it been in terms of e-commerce and the service delivery, the quality of service delivery?
Okay, I've tried to buy not necessarily goods, but maybe services from other institutions. For instance, I've gone to the website for Packrat to be able to register a company. It's been awesome. Okay, I've not had any issues. I've gone to websites, for instance, like for Ratsa to be able to buy Musonko. It's been good. Okay, I know challenges will always be there. Challenges will always be there when you have this, because I mean it's the internet. Sometimes you'll not have internet, there is no internet, and sometimes you have these problematic people called the hackers who hack into your system, but then it's continuous improvement. Every time you need to enhance your security features on the website. Every time you need to just see a way in which to make the life of the businesses that we are conducting on the e-commerce platform as secure as possible. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, this is hand-in money. But from my experiences, these services that I've acquired from these government institutions, for me, I've not had any problems.
So kindly share with me if there are any e-government innovations that have made business easier or that have come in handy, for you in your cost of work in terms of agriculture. Because you've shared that you're able to buy your Msonko via the Rasta online platform. You're able to buy from Kakwa, you're able to do your business registration. And I think that are also those online features. So
exactly.
of work, what are some of the e-government innovations that have been handy with your business?
Okay, so for instance, like I earlier mentioned, the services that we do for us involve pre-agriculture activities, even post-agriculture activities. So on the aspect of pre-agriculture services that we do, there are what are known as the agribusiness support services that we also do. So basically, we identify those farmers that have not formalized their businesses. For instance, you've not registered your company with Pakra, you have not registered with Zedera. We advertise, we reach out to those farmers in that line to help them have their businesses formalized. Okay. If it's a cooperative, we also help those people to have their cooperative, formalized and so on and so forth. So for instance, when it comes to helping people with the Pakras, the ZRA, and what other services, or even the ZPPA or something, those services are actually online. You don't need to go there to start queuing up. Every transaction can be done in the comfort of your home or in the comfort of your office. So this has made for us the agribusiness support services to be very convenient, because you don't need to go to ZRA or PACRA to have an entity registered or be able to pay your returns. You can actually do it from the comfort of your home as long as you have got a card, and other platforms actually even allow for you to use mobile money, meaning that actually they enhance or they promote financial inclusion, which is where we want to be as a nation.
Interesting. Thank you so much. I think you have spoken quite well. I think it also included financial inclusion. Most people nowadays are using the mobile money services, which are convenient because you find they can temper almost at every corner. I think every 100 meters or 50 meters has a mobile money can temper in the community. So it's interesting to know that it also has to do with technology, financial inclusion, life made easy, e-commerce, and now in terms of the pandemic, us utilizing the e-commerce tools that are available. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the e-commerce chart I have with me. Mr. Twambo Jula from Just Fresh Foods. They do agribusiness, agrovet as well, So they have pre-harvesting services, consultancy. If you wanna, grow tomatoes this farming season, I think agriculture is the way to go. Tomato, I hear, is the red god. Got money. So if you're seeking to start a business as an entrepreneur, an SME, you don't know where to go to, please visit Just Fresh Foods. I think as we conclude the chat, you'll be able to disclose their contact details and how you can get in touch with them. So we've learned about how Just Fresh Foods is a value chain business where you can, it's a one-stop center, I think, for everyone that is in agriculture, even for people in the diaspora, you know. So, you know, that's the goodness with e-commerce. It's inclusive. Even people in the diaspora, Lusaka, wherever it is that you are, you're able to access these services at very affordable rates, I must add as well. And so don't forget, we have a competition that's running on our Facebook page, a business attire competition. So post a photo of yourself, look for the post on our timeline on the Zambia e-commerce page on Facebook, and you're gonna have to post a photo in the comment section. The pic with the most likes gets to win our 1,000 kwacha, as well as you get to feature yourself on one of our posters as the Zambia e-commerce expo convention award. So the winner will be announced towards the end of this month. So just be on the lookout, make sure you get most likes, and the people that you mentioned to like your photo must like the Facebook page as well. So let's get interactive, let's get engaged, download the new payment app. I would say, Mr. Jula, kindly enlighten us on the e-commerce business cycle at your business, how customers can find your website, how they get to order, make payments, as well as receive the item. Basically, the whole e-commerce process that's available on your platform.
Okay, thank you so much. So our website is www.justfreshgroup.com. That's our web address. So if somebody wants to, find out what we do, that's a website they can use. Or if they have any information that they want to use to engage us, they can email us at info@justfreshgroup.com. So when you go on our website, you find a variety of activities that we do. One of them is like the things that are area highlighted. We have the consultancy aspect, so you can actually look at the things that we look at in terms of consultancy. Then we have aspects of aggregation of farm produce. We have different services, but then on the aspects that the customers are able to buy, we have the market. We call it the e-market. Okay, so when you go to the e-market, you'll be able to find different categories. You find the products that are in the aggregate. You find products that deal with the meat products. You find products that deal with the fruits and veggies. So when you visit our market, you are able to select a variety of products that you want delivered to your premises or to your home or wherever, because at the point when you'll be checking out, you put your details there, you put your contact numbers, you'll be able to put the address where you want these products to go to after they've been purchased. Okay, so when you go to the checkout section, the checkout section has got about 3 options that you can use. You can either use Visa card, you can use Airtel money, or you can be able to use MTN money, depending with what is convenient with you. Okay, so those are our 3 main payment arrangements that we have. But then we understand that not every customer is tech savvy. So what we've done is you can actually also just call us on 0960937850 so that you can be able to direct us on what it is that you want ordered. Okay, then those products can be delivered to you. You can also reach out to us through our Facebook page. We have got Messenger there, and you can order products from there. So we've not left it open, closed, because of the challenges that are earlier highlighted. Not every person in Zambia is tech savvy, and not everyone actually trusts the purchasing things online, especially if it's to do with the visa. So you can get all those products on our website, and then they'll be delivered to you. So for instance, the subscription boxes, we deliver those products every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the reason we deliver those products on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, these are the days when we meet other farmers that contribute to what is supposed to be contained in the box. We don't grow everything on our own. Some and most of those things actually in the box come from other farmers. So we don't grow everything that is actually in the box. We actually we've engaged other farmers to be able to help us. Then for these other products like meat products, usually the delivery is within 48 hours. Within 48 hours, if you purchase a product, we should be able to deliver to you within that time. And then also what we've done is, customer care is very, very key in terms of e-commerce. People sometimes don't want to talk to a robot, so to speak. They want to speak to a real human being. So when you go on our website, we have our contact details there. So if you have any challenge, if you have any issue, you can quickly just, call us, and then we can be able to redress you in whichever way you want, Just Fresh to redress you.
All right, interesting. Thank you so much. Before you go, you talked about something very interesting, the subscription box. Kindly tell me about that one.
Okay, so a subscription box is basically a combination of different products, especially the horticultural products. Okay, so these ones, what mostly, especially the people from the US and Denmark, what they do for their families here, they subscribe like on a weekly basis. So every week we deliver those products to their families here in Zambia. They subscribe like for a month in advance and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can even subscribe for vegetables, for fruit and vegetables. You see how life is interesting and nice, and how technology has made life easy. So it's not only DSTV or GoTV or a Samsung call that you have to subscribe to. Even vegetables delivered to your doorstep. So in times of the pandemic, I think these are things that we should be, looking out for and be getting excited about, because I mean, now we're in the third wave of the pandemic, so people are now going back to working from home and you don't want to step out. So I think within 48 hours, you'll be able to get your produce, and some of your stock might have run out. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you have things delivered to your doorstep that easily and conveniently as well. Apart from that, the payment solutions are flexible because you can pay by Airtel Money, any Airtel and MTN mobile money. You can also use your Visa card, So it's interesting to know. We've had there on the e-commerce chat, Mr. Twambojula, who is CEO of Just Fresh Foods. This is an agri business that is also a value chain that has like a one-stop center. So if you want to do consultancy, if you want to do agrovet, everything that you want to do pertaining to agriculture, these are the go-to people. So, ladies and gentlemen, he also gave his contact. I hope you are listening, or you can play the video again. And yeah, so that was the e-commerce chat, guys. Thank you so much. See you next week.